Good day, sir. Good day, classmates. I'm about to discuss the ergonomics and human factors. First, what is ergonomics? It is a human engineering specification and the range of human functions, which is the subject of research investigation in a field. Ergonomics is a design means making sure the product fits the people who will be using it most effectively. The ergonomics of a product is crucial because if the product doesn't fit your customer, so it doesn't meet their needs, the product fails in its purpose. So, what is human factors or the human factors research? The field of research into the use of technology into humans. So, human factors and ergonomics is connected, in which the ergonomics products must fit to the human factors. So, the proportions of limb segment length with respect to total height. Examples: the 1-to-1 ratio. The person's arm span is approximately equal to the total height. So, your arm span is equal to your total height approximately from your middle finger, from the tip of your middle finger, and the other tip of your middle finger is equal to your total height. The next one is your leg length is approximately 50% of your total height. Then, for example 6.7, population measurements. In 1981 study, the mean body height of USA civilians. In women, there is a 162.94 centimeters, which is 6.36 in standard deviation. And for men, 175.58 centimeters, which is 6.68 in standard deviation. With improved medical and nutritional support, the population in most places in the world continues to live longer. There are many books or textbooks and scientific journals which publish information about human capabilities. For example, information that are vital to an engineering project. First, information about human capabilities. For example, sensory perception, speed and range of limb movements, reaction and concentration times, increased susceptibility to injury, etc. And the next one is different physical and mental characteristics. This means that no two humans are equal or exactly the same. Even the identical twins are influenced through different past experiences, and so will have different physical and mental characteristics. Example: ergonomic extended devices stands. Like cellular phones, it has an extended stand for the users to be more comfortable in watching or doing an activity in our devices. So, in short, it will make our life or our study more easier and comfortable. The standard deviation around the mean value of the data from the physical and mental attributes must be considered in designing engineering systems. Designing for the extremes allows maximum engagement for the whole population. So, if the design um, reach its maximum, it will be and can be used for the whole population. It is a success of the product or the system. For example, the sitting. First is the office chair. Should comfortably sit the shortest and the tallest individuals in the population for an 8-hour work period. Next is the seats in automobile. It must be suitable for a wide range of adults and must be sufficiently restrictive to protect individuals in an impact but easy to enter and exit. We must also consider the pregnant women and other individuals with significant back pain or neck pain often have a difficulty entering and leaving a motor vehicle. Next is the company designing chairs or seats. It must accommodate or can accommodate the smallest through to the largest individuals in comfort in order to maximize sales and ease of use. So as we can see, the comfort or the word comfort is usually there because um, the purpose of the ergonomic designs or ergonomic products must give comfort to the people using it. Rather than standard deviation, many population studies present the results in terms of percentiles. So instead of using standard deviation like the past slides, other study present their results in terms of percentiles or percentage. Engineers must be aware of equity, issues and inclusiveness for those in the population that have disability in both mental and physical. So engineers must be aware of equity issues. They must consider the both mental and physical disability of a person. Example 6.9. We talk about stairs. In 19th century, public buildings designed feature large sweeping staircases at the front of the building. In the 20th century, staircases were hidden and elevators became common. So in the 20th century, there is a system or a product that had evolved from staircases to elevators, in which it makes the life of a person more easier in coming to a very high building. But in the 21st century, architects are again delivering building designs where the staircases are obvious features due to increased problems of obesity. So, due to the problem that the architects have seen, they develop another idea. The use of stairs reduces energy use in the building. Architects provide wheelchair access to public buildings, so then both elevators and stairs are easily found features on the ground floor in the main entrance hall. So as you can see, 19th century there are only staircases, and in 20th century staircases were hidden and elevators became common. But in the 21st century, they are both can found features in ground floor in the main entrance hall. Another example is public comfort rooms or CR. Considering the physical and mental disability of a person, engineers make use of this information to create a design in which even disabled person can use those public CR. So, the role of research team engaged in human factors research is somewhat different from the more standard experimental, observational, and the theoretic research projects. The research process can be summarized as: first, finalize a research question. So, what is a research question? A research question is the question around which you center your research. So, it must be the center of your research or the problem of the research. It should be clear, it provides need or enough specifics that one's audience can easily understand its purpose without needing additional explanation. Next is the develop the research plan. So your research question will be the guide for your research plan. The research plan has steps. First, or the one of its step is identifying the problem, or similar to the first process, which a research question. Next is design the survey instrument. So speaking of survey instrument or an instrument, for example, this is questionnaire. So the design of your survey instrument is something like a questionnaire or a survey or an interview. So apply for ethics approval, then contact the sample population. So you must contact your sample population to conduct a interview, questions, and etc. Next is issue or distribute the survey. So you must distribute your survey to your sample population to gather data for your analysis. Next is prompt the sample population for responses. So you must encourage your sample population to engage or to answer your questionnaires immediately or to get their responses immediately. Next, after you get your responses or your data, you must analyze the data, then use your statistical tool to analyze the data. And lastly, you can now generate conclusions and report. In generating conclusions from your research question until your analyzed data, you can sum up there and you can see from using a standard deviation or percentile, then you can generate your conclusions and report it. And that would be all. Thank you for listening.